Boogeyman Bin.
Hello, my fellow fiends, and thank you again for joining me for Boogeyman Bin's Horror Zone. This is going to be another DVD review on a film that I've watched about a month and a half ago, but it was just released on DVD and Blu-ray this past Tuesday, which would have been April the 21st. This is a film that it was directed by Joe Lynch. Joe Lynch is part of Joe Lynch and Adam Green do the Movie Crypt podcast, which is a podcast I've been a huge fan of. And Joe Lynch has also directed films like Nights of Badassdom, Wrong Turn 2. I think he's a terrific filmmaker, and I was really anxious to see this film. He had talked about directing this film and making this film in Serbia back in 2013 with an actress that I think is one of the most gorgeous women alive, and someone that I'm really a big fan of. The movie I'm talking about is Everly, and this was a film, like I said, I watched it before I purchased it on DVD when it came out this past week. Really anxious to talk about this film. I know it's not really horror, but it does have horrific elements to it, and I'm really anxious to share my thoughts on the film, so I hope everyone looks forward to this review. Please stay tuned. Everly is an action thriller centered on a woman who faces down hitmen sent by her ex, a mob boss, while holed up in her apartment. Movie stars Salma Hayek as Everly, Hiroyuki Watanabe as Taiko, Laura Sipenda as Edith, Togo Iganawa as the sadist, Aki Kotabe as Deadman. The story was written by Yale Hannon and Joe Lynch, with the screenplay by Yale Hannon, and the movie was directed by Joe Lynch. So, Everly is not a film for everyone. I'll just say that right up front. It is very hardcore action. It is very graphic. It's got a mix of a Tarantino film mixed with Die Hard in some regards, so I can kind of say it's kind of like if you like Kill Bill, if you like The Raid, if you like Die Hard, then you'll probably like this film a lot. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a terrific action film. There are some things in it that didn't make sense to me, and like I said, I won't spoil anything for people who haven't seen it, but it's not like a huge thing that detracted me from liking the movie at all. I think Salma Hayek as Everly is fantastic. I was with her from frame one. She's a very sympathetic character. You're going through this with her. The fact that Joe Lynch shot this all in one room, or this one room of her, it's her apartment, and it's just pretty crazy, the things that happen. I just didn't feel like there was anyone else in the cast that really shined as much as Salma Hayek. And that was one thing that I thought could have been a little bit better. There was just no one else really in the film that I thought shined as much as she did. The other characters are there. Some of them are good, but for the most part, I just wasn't as invested in them. The action was pretty intense. There's a lot of hardcore action in this film. There are some scenes that might bother people, and I think that the reason why I've been noticing that this movie's getting low ratings is because some of the graphic nature of the story. But I don't think it's any more graphic than other films that have come out. So I don't know why people are picking on this film. But I think Joe Lynch does a fantastic job. I mean, it is, you think in a movie, an action movie staged in one room would get boring, but it doesn't. He does a terrific job with the action set pieces, and I really think he's a tremendous director, and I want to see what he's going to do next. So yeah, real quick, like I said, I'm not going to give away any plot spoilers or anything like that, but if you're a fan of action, if you're a fan of Salma Hayek, if you're a fan of Joe Lynch, if you're a fan of just crazy over-the-top action, like I said, in the vein of Die Hard or The Raid, then I definitely recommend giving Everly a chance. For me, I would give this film 4.5 skulls. That is my review of Everly. If other people have seen the film, please share your thoughts in the comment section for another movie review that I will have coming up very soon. Hope everyone's doing well. Take it easy. Stay scared. Peace.